Hello, my name is Jan Hagen Andersen. I'm a business development director with DNV Maritime based in Houston, Texas. My focus is on environment compliance and decarbonization effort.
So, Jan, how can the maritime sector accelerate its efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions?
So I think one of the key issues is really that the industry needs to start early, collaborate with the different stakeholders, and focus on the decarbonization stairway for their own fleet, and look at what is the best pathway in order to meet the requirements, not only from the regulatory perspective, but also from the other stakeholders, the cargo owners, the shippers, and also the general maritime customer base.
Inevitably, a question that's concentrating the minds of the industry is whether the IMO's greenhouse gas strategy is sufficient to meet decarbonisation targets.
So I think we'll see that the strategy is being evaluated, and we know, of course, that a lot of outside stakeholders in the industry is also asking those questions. We do see a lot of the IMO members feeling that the strategy might not be strict enough, but I think it's also clear that the IMO is an organization that needs to address the needs of all the members and all the different stakeholders. So I think at least it's a good start, and we will see how the first short-term measures will work, and then whether or not it'll be necessary to have a more strict focus on decarbonization effort from the industry.
What is required, to your mind, to create that level regulatory playing field?
So I think it has to be the regulation has to be enforceable, and it has to be also verifiable, such that it's a goal-based regulation, and I think that makes sense. Instead of saying that this is the fuel you can't use or you should use, it's up to the operator and the ship owners to decide what is the best strategy that works for them. I think another key ingredient is that there's got to be some incentives in terms of financial incentive, for example, market-based measures, in order to make this happen. And that again, that measure also has to be on a level playing field for all the maritime users and customers.
Now, you are based in the United States. We are speaking against the backdrop of the Maritime Air Pollution Houston event. To your mind, is the US ahead or behind the curve when it comes to maritime decarbonisation?
I think on the I think they're definitely trying to find the best way to help both the U.S. Owners operator to decarbonize, but also on their effort in the international area. So I think we've got some signals that they're open to these types of green corridors, for example, as a way to decarbonize the industry. I think the policy and the instruments that the U.S. Will use is still being developed, and hopefully we'll get some more clarification soon in the next few months from the U.S. Regulators as well as what their intentions will be.
And finally, as you reflect on the Maritime Air Pollution Conference in Houston, did it meet your expectations?
Yeah, I think it was an excellent conference. I mean, in our panel, we had a very good session. I was also quite impressed with some of the questions that came from the audience. It showed me that the audience were very well informed about this issue, and was really asking good questions to the panelists. And that was the same for all the panels and the sessions that during the conference. So yeah, I think it was an excellent conference, and it's just good to be there and being able to talk face to face to people and discuss these kind of topics sort of on that level, instead of just on a computer screen and computer screen and reading documents. So yeah, it was a very good event.